Hey, what's up? My name is Petalburg, and today I'm going to be showing you guys what is, in my opinion, the best way to do gym rebattles in PokeMMO. So for those who don't know, a gym rebattle run or an amulet coin run is when you activate an amulet coin, which is a consumable item that is going to boost the amount of Pokeyen you gain from trainer battles for an hour, and you're going to go ahead and activate that, battle some rich trainers that'll give you some good Pokeyen back, and then go through all of the gym leaders that you possibly can in the game, and those are going to give you around 13k Pokeyen per win. This is widely regarded as the best Pokeyen money-making method in the game because you can only do it every 18 hours, and you get around 200k to around 220k Pokeyen per hour when doing it at a decent, efficient level. I wasn't planning on ever actually making this guide because I think Roidedewok has a very good guide on this, probably the best on YouTube, and I will be linking that in the description below if you want to check that out. But my guide will probably be a little quicker and be geared towards a different audience, kind of quicker, faster, information dense, and try to get it out there as quick as possible. So let's go ahead and get into the Pokemon and what you're going to be needing for this. So you're going to be needing specifically a low level Torkoal with Drought. The reason for this being is you want your Torkoal to be slow. Mine's leveled up over time to around 29 throughout doing so many gym runs. Eventually, I'll have to go get a new one, and I'll have to get a level 1 Torkoal again. You're going to be battling Pokemon that are around level 80, so it's pretty easy to not outspeed these things and just be slower. The reason you're going to want to be slower is because you're going to want your Drought, which is your ability to... It's going to be an enter the battlefield effect that's going to add Sunny Day to your team. It's going to activate Sunlight. Whenever you're the slowest Pokemon with that kind of effect, it makes it last. So if a Pokemon sends out something like a Pelipper with Drizzle, they're going to activate Rain. You're going to throw out your Torkoal at the same exact time, and then your Drought is going to overwrite their Drizzle because you were slower. It's going to stay on the field afterwards. And then the second low-level Pokemon you're going to need is a Whimsicott with Prankster and Tailwind. So Prankster is an ability that gives status moves priority. So basically any move that is going to help or aid or add utility to your team. The only one that really matters, though, is going to be Tailwind. The point of leading with these two Pokemon is for them to set up Drought, set up Tailwind. I like having Explosion on my Torkoals because if the opponents don't kill it, having Explosion to sacrifice itself is really important. You want these Pokemon to be sent out turn 1, be out there for one turn, serve their purpose, and then immediately die. So Torkoal's job is going to be to set up Drought. Whimsicott's job is going to be to use Tailwind. Tailwind is going to increase the speed of all your Pokemon for 4 turns, which you're only going to be in the battle for around 4 turns, so it ends up being around the perfect amount of time. I'll be showing you guys an example battle later, but yeah, that's how it'll go. So you'll send out Torkoal and Whimsicott, and then you're going to bring in the other 2 Pokemon that really matter. These 2 Pokemon, the Dragonite and the Krook that you see in my inventory, are less important. Don't worry about those too much. I think it's nice to have the Fly. At least having a Fly Ocarina or a Pokemon with Fly in your party is pretty important during this, but not super required. Or having Fly is required, but having it on an Ocarina or a Pokemon is optional. The next 2 Pokemon that are required, though, are going to be Typhlosion, and this is why you see so many Cyndaquils and Typhlosions on the market right now, is because you use them for gym rebattles. They're very, very important. You're going to want 2 choice specs for them, just in case. Sometimes you don't need it, but I heavily recommend having 2 choice specs, having plus special attack nature. It doesn't have to be modest. It can be like Rash. The defenses aren't going to matter too much. It could be mild. It could be Rash. It could even be quiet. It's probably fine if you're minusing speed, but you do want the speed if possible. But the main thing you're going to want is 25 plus special attack, and then some speed if possible. But it's kind of is more optional when you have Tailwind up. The main thing is going to be having that high special attack IV. But you're going to need 2 Typhlosions with a high special attack IV. The special attack nature. The nature is really important. 10% is a huge boost, so that is pretty crucial. Go ahead and EV train them. 252 special attack, 252 speed. And then the important move and the important level requirement is you're going to need the move Eruption. So Eruption is a fire type move that hits all the adjacent Pokemon, so you're going to be hitting both of your opponent's Pokemon at once, and it's a 150 base power fire move that does less damage based on the HP of your Pokemon. So the average fight, or basically every fight, what's going to happen is you're going to bring in Torkoal, you're going to bring in Whimsicott. Torkoal's going to set up Sun, which is going to help your damage. Whimsicott is going to set up Tailwind, which is going to help your speed. Both of those Pokemon are going to die. You're going to bring in both of your Typhlosion. You're just going to spam your Eruptions and then kill everything in sight. The Sun damage plus the Choice Specs plus the Eruption damage, it's just so much damage. You're going to be one-shotting every single Water Gem. The only gyms you're going to have issue with are Fire Gems because they usually have Flash Fire Pokemon, which are going to absorb your Fire-type moves. So usually we just skip those gyms and just skip around Fire Gems, hit everything else is fine. And then having 2 backup Pokemon can be nice. My 2 backup Pokemon are a Krook and a Dragonite. My Dragonite's just my HM friend, has Surf and Fly. Surf for an AoE move plus Fly for getting around the map and being able to do your gym run efficiently. And then Krook can EQ as a AoE move while also dodging Dragonite because Dragonite is flying type. So I think having that combination can be super nice. If it comes down to it, there are times where I'll either Earthquake and like Strength on my Dragonite to finish off some things, or Crunch, Surf, etc., etc. So there's definitely a couple battles where something goes wrong in some specific way where I end up having to use my backup Pokemon. So it can be important to have 2 backup Pokemon that are high level. But it's not required. The only requirements definitely are these 4 Pokemon. These 2 are much more optional, although having Fly on you is required. So having an Ocarina or a Pokemon with Fly is pretty required. Okay, from here on out, I will actually just be doing my own Amulet Coin run alongside you guys, and I'll be go ahead and activating that and just kind of showing you guys in real time me flying between the gyms. But first, I want to show you guys my kind of route. On the left side of the screen right now, you can see my note document up, and this is kind of the route that I generally go, and these are all the gyms that I hit during my Amulet Coin run, during my gym run. So the gyms I hit in Kanto really quick are going to be Pewter, Cerulean, Vermillion, Celadon, and Fuschia. I hit 4 gyms in HOENN, being Petalburg, Dewford, Rustboro, and Foretree. The gyms I hit in UNOVA are going to be Striation City, which Striation City actually has 3 different gym leaders. I'm going to be doing 2 of those, and I'll be showing you which ones. And then Nacrene City, Castelia, Nimbasa, and Driftveil. And there's also going to be, I believe, 4 or 5 total rich NPCs that I'll be hitting. And that's where I'm standing right now on Island 5 in Kanto. And I'll be go ahead and showing you guys the ones that I hit at the start of the run, and there's 2 or 3 that I hit at the end of the run. I'll go ahead and show you guys at the start of the run now. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 things here. I'm going to lead my party with my Dragonite. I'm going to activate my Amulet Coin, and I'm going to battle this gym leader. I do want to show you guys really quick. I'm up here at Resort Gorgeous, north of Island 5. You do have to surf up here. It can be a little annoying sometimes. But you want to lead your party with your Dragonite. Go ahead and battle. There's 2 rich girls on this island. These 2 like fancy ladies. They'll give you, I believe, like 5k each with Amulet Coin. I think it might be 6k. I'm not sure, but they'll give you like 5 or 6k each. You want to go ahead and surf or strength through, whatever you're using. Just kill these. Pretty simple, pretty normal NPCs. There are important things to note, though, with these 2 rich NPCs, at least these 2 girls, is that they can have, I believe, Ampharos, Roselia, and Quillfish. Quillfish and Roselia both have Poison Point, and then Ampharos has Static Body, I believe the ability is called. So try to surf those Pokemon or avoid contact with those Pokemon. So I usually will surf Ampharos. Sometimes it even takes 2 surfs to kill them, but that's okay. It's better than getting static, because getting static can be a pain. It can lose you a lot of time in the battle. Go ahead and get 6k there, pretty easy peasy. Getting static can lose you a lot of time in the battle, as you'll either get paralyzed some turns, have to waste that. Here's some Ampharos. I'll go ahead and show you. I usually surf the Ampharos, but I think this trainer actually might have had their Pokemon selection switched out with a recent update. It might actually be, they might just always have 4 Ampharos now, and if that's the case, then it's better to lead this with Krook instead of Dragonite like I usually do. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this battle, and I will see you guys in Pewter City when I'm flying to my first gym. Okay, I'm going to be flying to Pewter now. Make sure you do it as quickly as possible. And the reason we lead Dragonite in that fight is because now I don't have to heal for the second gym. I can go ahead and move my Torkoal up to the lead of my party. Make sure I'm leading with Torkoal and Whimsicott, having my Typhlosions there. It's also really important to have the moves you want slotted to the first slot of your party, because this is going to be pretty quick. You might have to watch a little carefully, but what I'm going to do is basically spam my A button. So what I'm going to do, and it saves as much time as possible. See how my drought overtakes the Tyranitar's Sandstream? But you see how fast you can spam the A button, grant yourself as much time as you possibly can within your amulet coin to really squeeze out amulet coin efficiency. You can really do some, you know, funny stuff. Basically what you do is, this also is what makes gym runs so brain dead. You go ahead and you move your explosion and your tailwind up to the first slot, and you move your eruption up to the first slot, and then all you have to do is spam that, switch in your Typhlosions, and then you just spam the A button for the rest of the battle. Super easy, super brain dead. I'll only be showing you guys the full, maybe not even full battle, but I'll only be showing you guys a majority of the battle for this first gym leader, so you guys understand what it looks like and how powerful the strategy is. Like, do you see that? How that was not very effective damage, but it put them both to 1 HP. And now I can just finish them off with the other one. This is also a very important strategy for Pokemon with Sturdy. You'll encounter a lot of like Steelix or Sturdy Pokemon during the gym run. Example A, there's a Steelix. So you can go ahead, and Fortress also have Sturdy. So you can go ahead and double Eruption, you know, clear them both out. Easy peasy, simple stuff. Steelix might actually have Rockhead, but I think the Fortress had Sturdy. Yep. Or no, oh yeah, Steelix had Focus Sash. Ah, yes, of course, yeah. So basically, pretty easy stuff. Basically, once the hardest part about gym runs is getting all the storylines done and acquiring the Typhlosion, the Whimsicott, and the Torkoal to do so. Once you have the means to do a gym runs are so easy. They take a little bit of practice, a little bit of, as silly as it sounds, a little bit of mechanical practice, a little bit of muscle memory, but once you get that down, gym runs become the best moneymaker in the game, and they're also so brain dead, so it's pretty nice. You spend an hour a day earning that quick 200k, and you can go ahead and spend it on breeders, you know, do whatever you want to do, spend your money, shiny hunt, have fun, you know, whatever from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this gym, fly to Cerulean really quick, heal. I'll show you guys, this is the average. You're gonna finish your gym, fly to the next gym, heal really quick, and then run into the next gym. This is the basic strategy for this method. Pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty strong stuff. And I'm not going to show you guys this whole fight, but you definitely do. It's the same thing with even Misty, like even a water gym. You're just trying to two-shot everything with your eruptions. So I'll see you guys when I'm flying to the next gym and kind of go along with you guys throughout my route. Okay, there we are, easily finishing up the Misty gym. Now we're going to go ahead and head to, I actually usually head to Vermillion last. I'm going to go ahead and head to Celadon here, then Fuschia, then Vermillion, because you take the SSN from Vermillion anyway to leave to HOENN. So the order on my notepad sheet is a little wrong technically, but I haven't updated it in a while. But you should go Vermillion last in Kanto. One of the more interesting things about seeing this route kind of live and seeing me just do my actual run is you're going to be able to see like timestamps and kind of like where you should be at in your run by the time you're at that gym. I think that's a really important thing that I try to keep track of. I try to be like, hey, like usually I arrive at the UNOVA region around 27 minutes, and that's an important like checkpoint or check mark to like keep track of, be aware of, see if you're on pace, you know, help you out with that sort of thing. So see you guys after this gym. Alright, I'm flying to the next gym now, which is going to be the Fuschia gym. We're going to heal really quickly like normal. Fly to Fuschia on the south side of Kanto. Bike over to the gym, which is directly west. You have to go through a little bit of a puzzle here. Most of the gyms we skip because there's either a super annoying puzzle or it's either a very annoying puzzle or it's a fire type gym, so... But this puzzle is pretty simple. Also, if you've played Kanto a ton or grew up playing Pokemon games, you might remember this puzzle quite well. So that's pretty simple. Go ahead and do this gym. This gym is one of the more complicated gyms because his Pokemon can hold red cards, which are going to swap your Pokemon out, which will make things a little more complicated if you aren't actively paying attention. You could make a mistake. So this is one of the few gyms where you might want to pay a little more attention, but even then, it's pretty brain dead easy stuff. So see you guys after this gym. So something here they actually added recently, both of my eruptions actually got disabled because they added this recently, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But basically now Koga can have a Gengar that can have, I think, there's some ability. I think that's what it is. A Gengar has some ability that basically when hit, I think it's like Cursed Body. Maybe that's the other one that does damage. But anyway, Gengar basically has an ability that when hit by an attack, it'll like disable that attack temporarily. So I'm choice spec, so I can't do any more damage. So I'm forced to kind of swap out and choose what to do. I'm gonna go ahead and strength the Electrode, I think, and Stone Edge the Crobat. I think that's the right play. The Electrode's going to be faster than me because I think my Tailwind wore out. So I had to take a turn to switch. Crobat's also going to be faster. Sometimes battles become a little more complicated, but usually you'll never like lose. Even like worst case scenario here, I just swap back in my Typhlosions and go ahead and throw up an Eruption. You usually won't lose battles when they become complicated. It usually just loses you time, which is the most annoying factor. He also red carded me there. No biggie though. This battle will be over in a split second. Go ahead and do that. Crunch this. Yeah, easy peasy. See you guys at the next gym. Okay, you're going to make sure you remember the puzzle and exit properly, like so. Nice. Sometimes I fuck this puzzle up, but usually it's not too hard. Doesn't lose me too much time. We're going to go ahead and go down here. Now we're going to be flying to Vermillion, healing up, heading to the Vermillion gym, and then once you're done the Vermillion gym, you're not going to want to fly. You're going to want to like go to the right, cut the little tree, and I'll show you guys when it's time. But another cool thing about seeing me kind of do these gym reruns is that you get to see my little Pokeyen stack in the top left slowly rise. I think I started at 2,075,000. I think is what I started at, so you'll kind of get to see it slowly rise and see how much Pokeyen I gain in a run. So see you guys after this gym. Okay, now when you're done the Vermillion gym, you're going to want to leave. You're going to want to go over here, cut this tree down as per usual, bite down to the SS and take this route, go to HOENN, and then start your HOENN route. So I'm going to go ahead and start my HOENN route actually in Dewford. The order doesn't really matter at all as long as you're hitting the gyms. The only real one that matters order-wise is doing Vermillion last, I think, saves a little time, but that's about it. I don't think order matters otherwise in terms of any of the gyms. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, yep, go ahead and hit this gym, and then I'll see you guys after this one. Okay, go ahead and finish that gym, exit as per normal. It's pretty standard stuff from here on out. I'm mostly just showing you guys as a visual at this point, as there's not much else to, like, you know, teach you or show you. It's more so just, if you want to watch from this point on, you know, fair enough. If not, there's not a whole lot to be taking from this. Just as watching as content or enjoying in the background. Maybe, you know, seeing the route, seeing where gyms are, seeing how quick to go, etc., etc. You could go ahead and I'll be showing you guys the last important piece of information left is showing you guys how to deal with the Striation gym in UNOVA. That'll be kind of important because you battle. There's basically 3 gym leaders in the first gym because there's one for each typing. There's one for fire, grass, and water. You're gonna want to battle the water one first and then the grass one after, and I'll show you why when we get there. But I'll go ahead and see you guys after this gym. Alright, now go ahead and leave that gym at around the 36-minute mark. Fly a little northwest of that city to Rustboro. Heal as per usual. And then go northeast of the PC. Right up here to this gym real quick. Head through. Thankfully, no puzzles. One of my favorite parts about doing this kind of gym run is that there's no puzzles. I hate dealing with the gym puzzles. So, yeah, super comfy. See you guys after this gym. Alright, staying on schedule, leaving that gym, heading to Foretree. I think another good piece of information is a good ballpark range of time you want to be taking for each gym is usually around 4 minutes. That includes like travel time between the previous and the next gym. So averaging around 4 minutes per gym, I think is a pretty good time. It's usually kind of what I aim for, usually under if possible, but sometimes it just ends up taking that long. So go ahead and head to Foretree. This is gonna be the last gym we're gonna do in HOENN, and I'll see you guys after it. Go ahead and leave this gym super quick when you're done. You can go ahead and hop down these ledges, which is super cool and nice to see. Then you want to head to the flying part of HOENN, or not the flying, the sailing part of HOENN. So you can go ahead and boat your way back from Slateport City over to UNOVA. And there are going to be no gyms that I do personally in Sinnoh. There might be some good ones. You know, you can obviously find your own route and kind of do things your own way. Please, 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 whatever is fun to you, like, you know, go ahead and do it. This is just my personal route. I found this to be my best route and what I enjoy the most. If you guys can find something that you enjoy the most, or even find like little things that you think are better over my route, go ahead and leave a lot of comments. You know, go ahead and leave feedback, leave criticism, say what you think might be better. But here is the important one. So Striation City, I'm going to go ahead and battle the water gym leader first. The reason being, I'm going to be using my Torkoal and my Whimsicott on this gym, and because it's a water gym, so I kind of need that damage, I need that advantage. But against the grass one, I'm not going to heal, and I'm just going to go ahead and go into that battle with my Typhlosions only and not having the Whimsicott Torkoal lead, because it is a grass gym. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what that looks like after this battle. Okay, so after beating that gym, go ahead and battle the water gym with without healing. This is the important part. Without healing, with the Typhlosions you have. It is nice to actually have Eruption PP upped. I believe might actually be enough. I need to go ahead and invest in that. I haven't done that yet, but I definitely should. I think PP up might be enough, but I'm going to go ahead and basically Flamethrower one of them and then Eruption the other. I'm Flamethrowing Crustle here because I know that Crustle is going to be the harder one to kill, as Ferrothorn's 4 times weak to fire, so I'm not worried about that. You do have to think a little more when you kind of do this strategy. But yeah, it's better to go ahead and Flamethrower just in case, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up running out of Eruption PP on this first Typhlosion. You're going to have to struggle on the last turn, which is kind of fine. Sometimes it works out, but sometimes it's just better to go ahead and lock one into Flamethrower with Choice Specs and lock one into Eruption. This has been my favorite way of doing things. Go ahead and Flamethrower the Torterra there. And then, yep, go ahead and do the gym like normal, and I'll see you guys after this one. Okay, and that takes care of that. That beats the grass gym. And then sometimes, if you do have enough time and you have a team equipped to do it, you can come back and beat the fire gym leader. I've kind of skipped that. I usually don't do that anymore. One of the best things about the UNOVA region as well is all of the gyms kind of go in order, so it's really easy to just fly to the next town. It's definitely my favorite region to do in terms of, like, it's just so brain dead and casual and comfy. So go ahead and head to Nacrene City, heal up, bike northeast, and then over here. I think this is one of the more annoying gyms. So you have to like run through the museum to get to it. You can't just bike through it. You do have to run through all this. Make sure you've done the puzzle before. Run down here, and then there's the gym leader. So gym leader is kind of far into this area, and you have to run a lot. But yeah, see you guys after this gym battle. And that handles that gym pretty easy. Go ahead and run all the way out. Once again, a bit of a run in and out of the gym, but still pretty worth it. Easy 13K. As you can see, the yen stack is stacking up now at 2.25 mil is around where we're at. So yeah, you need a lot of Pokeyen for this method. It ends up being around 220K per hour, I think, because I always subtract you know, it costs 20K to go ahead and pop an amulet coin, so it's important to factor that in. But go ahead and head to Castelia City, heal up here. The gym is actually located to the most western part of the city, I believe. The most western part, if I recall correctly. Yep, right here. Head in here. It's going to be the bug type gym with these nice, I love the aesthetic of this gym, but yeah, go ahead and do this gym, and I'll see you guys at the end of it. All right, go ahead and defeat the Castelia City gym. Head next to Nimbasa gym. I'm actually making extremely good time. We're going to go ahead and heal here. Heal in the Nimbasa Poke Center. Bike east. A little north through this bright glowing tunnel, east again, now into this fancy bright gym. This gym's a little funny because you have to wait for this. You'll always miss that. Basically, you'll always miss that that kind of cart. So don't feel too bad about that. Okay, hop on here, and it'll take you right to the gym leader, and you just hop right back onto this when exiting this gym. So I'll see you guys at the end of this gym. All right, go ahead and defeat that gym. Catch the cart really quickly. Nice, nice, nice. Ride your way back to the start. exit the gym accordingly. And then I believe we have Driftveil, Driftveil left, Opelucid, and then there's also some rich trainers to battle. So I'm going to go ahead and heal here. Making very good time, probably the best time that I've played in a while. I'm almost wondering if I accidentally skipped a gym. I don't think I did, but you guys can let me know in the comments. I did forget to add Opelucid to the list until now, but yeah, that's the last gym we do. That was added to my route semi-recently, but I started making good enough time where I could go ahead and add that to my route. Head down here in Driftveil. This one's a bit of a long ride down, as you'll see like a thing open up here. Yep. The bottom part opens up. You get to ride down to the bottom of Driftveil City, run into the cowboy fella here, and beat him up for some Pokeyen. See you guys after this gym. Alright, and there's Driftveil cleared out. Gotta love how brain dead this method and content is for sure. It's just such an easy method. And I'm actually making extremely good time. I usually don't make this good of time because usually this is just a method that I kind of do in the background. I do it when I'm like just woke up and I'm kind of drowsy, groggy, just trying to get my ease my way into the game. I kind of go ahead, do my amulet coin gym run for the day, as you can only do them every 18 hours. Do my run for the day, and yeah, and just just casually, drowsily, groggily battle through everything. And while I wake up and just chill and relax. But yeah, this run's been very fast, kind of paying attention more. I want to say I'm like 4 minutes ahead of time, which is just all time lost from just kind of AFKing and chilling usually. I'm going to go ahead and head to this gym in Opelucid. So this is a gym that I actually added to the route recently because I found myself having enough time. And I'm kind of going to have, even after this, a bit of extra time. So I'm going to head back to the fire gym in Striation is going to be my plan. On top of, there are 2 or 3 more NPCs that I do normally in the UNOVA region, kind of some rich trainers that'll give you around 8k Pokeyen each. I could also do Morimoto while I'm here. I'll have to remember that. That'll be cool. I haven't tested Morimoto much on amulet coins, so it'll be cool to do that. But I'll see you guys after this gym battle as per usual. Okay, go ahead and beat the Opelucid gym, and then first things first, I'm going to show you guys the rich trainers that I go ahead and usually battle, although also work Morimoto into this run. That's something that I personally have to work on more, is working Morimoto into this run. That's definitely just a mistake on my part, but first things first, I'll show you guys these trainers, and then we'll work our way to Morimoto. So let's head up here. I'm going to be using Dragonite, I think, for these gym battles. I should just be able to strength through everything. So it's north of the Undella town. I just flew there on accident, wasting a little bit of time. Oops. That's okay. I'll just show you guys the route again. From Undella town, go north, northwest, up here onto the beach, northwest, west, north to the old lady. It's basically this old lady, this old man, and then... yeah, it's these two this old lady, this old man, and then if you have time, you can go to another lady who has an umbrella north of this part. But I don't think I'm gonna do her this route, but I'll show you guys the NPCs, at least where she's at. There's the Roselia with poison point that I accidentally attacked. So my Dragonite did get poisoned, wasting a little bit of my time for the poison text. I will make sure to antidote him after this battle. Because it's not that the damage you don't care about. The Dragonite staying healthy you don't really care about. It's more so the text of it saying, Dragonite was hurt by poison. Like every single turn just ends up costing you so much time. So it's worth to get rid of it for the time aspect. Okay, see you guys after this old dude. Okay, you're going to finish that guy, and then this is going to be the optional trainer. I'm just going to show you really quick. See this lady up here. You can go ahead and battle if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and skip that today. I am going to go head over to Morimoto, though, who's going to give, I think it's right over here, yeah. So Morimoto is an NPC that I made a video of recently that is going to give you around 18k per battle for one NPC, which is insane because that's more than any gym leader. And I've only been getting into the habit of doing my Morimoto runs recently, so please forgive me if I'm not super, I'm not super experienced on him, but I'm going to go ahead and start this battle with Game Freak Morimoto. He's going to have Pokemon that are level like 75 to 80, 75 to 85, similar to a gym leader, so it's important to keep that in mind, and just think about that. Keep that in mind, consider that. It can be a hard battle, so it's important to bring some good Pokemon. Hopefully that doesn't one-shot me. Okay, as long as it doesn't one-shot me, that's pretty good news. Okay, we'll see how this battle goes, and I'll see you guys after. Okay, I definitely didn't just not prepare enough and lose to Morimoto. Definitely not, but that's hilarious. That really shows that I should have, taken that more seriously. But that's okay. I can just head back there. I probably should have led off with Tailwind and Sunny Day, or at least one of the other. It kind of messed up my Krook, the fact that he wasn't fast enough. But that's okay. That basically still, it shows everything I wanted to in this guide. It kind of shows the route, which is the most important thing, showing the Pokemon I recommend, and then the route I recommend is the most important thing for sure. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you like this video, please like it. If you disliked it, please dislike it. Leave comments, questions, feedback, criticisms in the comments. Subscribe for more PokeMMO content. Ring that bell for daily notifications for more PokeMMO content. And thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Also, join the Discord below if you would like.